Hey guys, Curtis Alexander. In this video, I want to cover what I consider overlooked factors when it comes to how much protein you should eat. So let's hop right into it. So obviously right off the bat, if you've searched on this at all, and most people have, there's some general guidelines about protein intake. It either revolves around your activity levels, revolves around body weight. You've probably heard the old bodybuilding adage, you want to consume 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. And then if you're looking for weight loss, there's the thermic effect of food, meaning it takes more energy for you to digest protein. So that kind of makes it better for weight loss. Those are pretty standard recommendations. I want to get into some other things because what I find is that as I do more of these nutrition videos, have people coming to me that either maybe consuming too much or too little, and this will help you figure out some other things. So first and foremost, there's pros and cons to protein intake, okay? So if your protein is on point, it's gonna help you with hormone production. It's gonna help you, it's involved in a ton of things. Your enzymes, helps you build and repair. It's helpful for glutathione synthesis, that's your master antioxidant. It's helpful for bone health, calcium metabolism. We can go on. So it's, when you get it dialed in, it's very beneficial for you to get that protein. However, some people get carried away and there can be problems with too much. I get blowback from people, particularly the carnivore community, who are into it. I used to be into it, and that's fine. That's your prerogative, but I've seen issues with it. I've talked to people who have the issues, and these things come up. First of all, when you consume a ton of protein, it displaces carbs and fats from that as your energy source. That's something to keep in mind. Your ammonia levels can go up, but the big thing I see is gut problems with people. I'll get people going on carnivore, for example, and it immediately helps some of those gut issues, I think, because they're eliminating certain food groups. But over time, those issues can not only crop up, they can actually get worse. There's a number of reasons for that, some of which are too much protein can actually putrefy in your colon. As gross as that sounds, that's the truth. It can affect your microbiome. Very important, people they do this and then they're like, well, I'll have prebiotics and probiotics. It's like, no, you're probably eating too much protein. Then we have irritation. A lot of this can be due to the fact that you're not getting a lot of the fiber in your diet, particularly from carbohydrate sources. So again, there's this balancing act with protein. The other thing to keep in mind, carbohydrates spare protein, so it forces you don't have to eat as much protein if you're consuming some carbohydrates with it. So what are the other factors? In my mind, what I think about, you have to look at where you're at in your healing journey or your overall nutrition journey. What I mean by that, where have you come from? My past was doing these extreme diets, pardon me, for over a decade. So I was low carb, then I was very low carb, then I was keto, then I was carnivore, I was vegetarian in there for a while. I was trying all this stuff. I kept making things, the more I went down the rabbit hole, the worse things got. How's your mitochondrial health? Your mitochondria are made of proteins. They are proteins. But if your metabolism, if your thyroid has issues, you have to take that into account. I already mentioned going down that low carb rabbit hole. What happened to me and what feedback I get from people is initially it's great, and then your sleep kind of goes, and then your temperatures drop, and then you have some of these stress-based responses, and then autoimmune conditions pick back up. So we have these rabbit holes we go down. What's your body telling you? Are you craving proteins? Are you not craving proteins? We're very not in tune to what our bodies are telling us, okay? If you're craving something sweet, that's probably your body's way of telling you that you may need some carbohydrates. We have to be able to listen and adjust what our bodies are telling us. And then we have the science of it. There's really no science to support going up above 1 gram per pound of body weight. Most people are going to do best based off the studies in this 0.62 to 0.8 grams per pound of ideal body weight. But if you're a 400-pound morbidly obese person and you shoot for 0.8 or the 1 gram, you are going to have to eat a ton of protein each day. That's going to be not enjoyable. So base it off what your ideal weight should be in that particular case. The other thing, just like if you are coming from a different spot, you do want to change your protein slowly, just like carbohydrates. I guess the biggest thing is it's not just as simple as going, you're 200 pounds, you need 200 grams of protein, or you need 150. You have an individualized system, and you need to take that into account, and you need to adjust based off how your body's feeling. But don't get caught thinking that you need a ton of protein, and a lot of people undereat protein as well. So find your sweet spot. To me, this is what the science says. These are the factors that I think fit that the best. So let me know in the comments, have you experimented with your protein intake? Let me know what that was, how you felt, how you did. I really appreciate that feedback. Go to the link in the description. I have 11 natural therapies that help people feel better that I personally use and recommend. See how many of those you actually know about and are using it. Kind of a fun checklist. So let me know, go to that link, and I will see you in the next video, guys. Thank you.